this good? That ought to be good. Oh yeah. This is not good. This isn't good. This is not good at all. Why does it say Beetlegoose? Why? Why Peter Jackson? Why? All right. Well, you didn't have to. You could have just waited. Alright. That ought to help. What's this? Oh. Alright. So this is on OBS, so I'm sure that you can see what I'm doing. Just everything. I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. Alright. This is going to be the worst mistake of my life. But I want to do it because it's going to be bad. No, it's free. No, no, it's free. Oh. That's not good. At least I don't think it's good. Well, I could switch to XSplit. That might... I would have to figure out if it would record first. Okay. Okay, so gotta open XSplit first, the XSplit Gamecaster. It's gonna show me an ad, which is fun. You know what? Sure. Never mind. Screw you, XSplit. Go away. I'm clicking the X button. No. Stop advertising. Okay, good. I said stop. I said stop. Stop it. Leave. Leave. Okay, there we go. Perfect. No, later. Get away. What does go live mean? Let's just... Oh, hello. Whoever this is. Oh, it's him. Hi! Cool. Oh, cool. Sure. I want everything to be working properly when I finally open it, because I have not opened the game yet. I don't even know if it works. I am using its display. What? Get your boyfriend in the chat. He needs to witness this rapture. Alright. Alright. I'm going to add an audio capture. No, that's probably wrong. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna create it. Somebody say something. Hey, it captured it. At least it looks like it captured it. Hello. Oh, okay. The little bar isn't moving when I have this input capture. Please die. Alright, let's make a new one. That is my headset. Hello. Okay, this is different. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, okay. Wait, I can delete this. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh. Good. Yeah. It's getting you guys from audio output. At least whenever you guys talk, the bar jumps. I want to check my advanced audio. I want to make it louder. There we go. Perfect. Bing. All right. I think the time has come. For this to start. It's
I'm not sure. Whatever. It'll be fine. It's not like they need to hear us anyway.
oh, they can hear you. The audio's jumping, and I also upped you 20 decibels, so that ought to be nice.
Yeah, but check the stream. You still can't.
Oh,
Really...
frick! Hang on. Just gotta go to my phone. Turn the heckin'.
I mean, I'm not going to be watching the stream anyway because I'm playing Minecraft. And I have to leave it anyway. I'll have it open, probably on my phone, but not like this.
Alright.
He just wants to see the furry bitches.
Exactly. So, what is this game?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Amorous is a... Frick. Is a... Hang on.
Furry porn game.
No.
And you're gonna be like, it's art.
It's not art. Definitely isn't art. Please go away, ad. Okay. Well, it's a dating sim that
Okay.
quotation amorous
It
is
literally says sexual content and nudity as the tags for the fucking thing, and you're telling me it's not furry porn?
well technically
Have new-
tech I did rate.
You're telling me this is not furry hentai.
Well, I don't know. I'm imagining that it might be like Mass Effect for some reason. You know how Mass Effect has sex scenes, but it's still Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of doing this for the memes, honestly. If anything gets too gay, I'll do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right, I think it's time to
do a
stop.
little dance.
It's time to stop beating around the bush. Hang on, I'm gonna up you more to like 60 decibels. Oh, it doesn't go up that high. 40, 30? Oh, I guess only 20. 25, 29, 29. Oh, guess it. Oh, it goes up to 26. Okay. Okay, you now have an extra 26 decibels of sound, friends.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here it goes.
Whoa, I can actually hear us now.
That's good.
Whoa!
Here goes nothing. Oh god. That's loud. Where's the options? Kill the sound. Kill it. Okay, it's dead. Sound is dead. Alright, that works. Okay. I did it. It's 17:45. What time is that? Is that 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock at night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Version 1.0.3. It's powered by Patreon. Don't know what else to say about it. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. Well, I'd like to change my mind, but I guess I can't. Hang on. Kill the volume more. Okay. Oh frick, that was the wrong thing. Here we go. Let's see.
Oops, I changed my mind.
Let's see how this is. Pretty much everyone loves the coast. Clear blue skies above the crystal clear waters of the shoreline. What's not to like, right? That's my town in a nutshell. Arcadia Bay. Don't get me wrong. Oh god.
Isn't that isn't that Life is Strange place?
Yes, that was the joke. This is the place to be if you want slim girls, hunky guys, and curious tourists on the spectrum between those two. It's a hotspot holiday destination for anyone wanting to pay. You made me. Oh well. It does wear thin when this is all you have ever known. Beach gets gradually less interesting the more you see it. The constant barrage of skimpy trunks, lacy bikinis, and a culture that embraces its liberal sexuality. Okay. I suppose I can see why it's such a big deal for outsiders. Maybe I'm a little spoiled. Well, hopefully not. Guess I'm just a bit of a stick in the mud. That would describe me normally. School and work always got in the way, you know? Well, yeah. Anyway, there's more to life than trying to hook up with everyone in your senior year. That's what you think. Have you met Ethan? I've never really found the time to date after graduation, drifting apart from my friends who had a different mindset. I see enough of that at home from my libido-driven brother. ASMR. Ugh. The sweet serenade of the alarm going off. Again. Time to get up and face reality. I'm beginning to wonder why I keep setting it in the first place. Most Gen Zers feel like that. Feels like every morning I sleep past my wake-up call a little longer. I guess it's pretty easy when there's nowhere you're expected to be in an hour. Well, yeah. 11 a.m. At least I can still consider it breakfast if I get up now. My motivation seems like it's extra low this week. Alright. Saturday morning and it feels like the middle of the week still. Oh, it's still 11 o'clock. Kobe! Oh wait, I just remembered. Kobe invited his friends over today. Who's Kobe? Watching them get all touchy-feely gets kind of weird, considering we still share a bedroom. Oh, okay. What's that mean? Yeah, screw that. I'm not gonna pretend to sleep while they swap saliva. Okay. At least he's over at their place most of the time. If I'm quick, I can dodge a bullet and sneak out the house before having to say hi. Would you look at that? Not much input so far. So far so good. No sound of anyone while I was in the kitchen. I can grab a shower when I get back. Well, I guess I still didn't work out where I'm going after the escape plan. May as well decide on that now. Is there a decision? Oh, yep, there is a decision. Wow.
Wow.
All right, friends, who wants to help me make decisions in this game? Doot.
What do we want to do? Let's see.
Get cleaned up and hand out more resumes. Put on sneakers and go for a jog. What?
Let's go for a jog.
Go for a jog?
I agree.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see some hot fucking chicks.
Alright. I'm not gonna accomplish anything when I'm
Wait,
content to be lazy at home.
wait, are we... Wait. Are we trying to go for girls or guys?
Good God.
No one.
Oh!
What gender is the main character?
Well, this is Kobe.
We should go for Kobe!
Give me a heart attack, why don't you? I didn't even know you were home already. Where the hell are your clothes? Don't tell me you and your boyfriend are you doing it in my bedroom. Oh, he's sad. Hey, that's not very nice. Can little brother say good morning? Oh, okay. Anyway, it's our bedroom. Don't forget, just because you're in there all the time doesn't mean it's yours all day.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I get that part. I don't know. But the only time I see you in there is when you're getting bonked by some dude you just met. Oh, okay. Excuse me for being a little bitter. Oh, I thought I was going to say a little brother. Especially when I'm trying to sleep and all I can hear is bed squeaks and bird squawks. Is he in there now? Spent and sleeping like a kitten, I bet. Might need to grab a few things. You were just there!
You know, I was starting to regret this a few minutes ago, but now I see that this is the greatest thing to ever happen.
For your information, it's just you and me at home. That's why I'm just in underwear. Don't you ever walk around the house naked? I can't read all this. You do it even when I'm around to see something. Anyway, my friend, he isn't here. When's he getting here then? I just want to know how long I have the bathroom to myself before you're being thrown up against the glass. Jeez, this went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. He isn't coming at all. He dumped someone. Well, that's awful, man. What a jerk way to do it.
That's how we were stepbrothers.
I was wondering, can I spend the day with you to cheer up? I mean, well, one of the Steam things was that the brother is a romanceable character. He seems like a nice guy from when I met him. Sorry, Kobe. You want to hang out? Let me think for a sec. You caught me right when I was going to do something. So, should I make time for Kobe or keep my previous plans?
Make time for Kobe.
We are going for Kobe.
We're going for
Yes.
Kobe. Okay.
Alabama 100.
I feel like this is the proper plan.
Okay.
Fuck brother.
Hey, cheer up, okay? We'll do something fun together, and you can put that douchebag behind you. Well, not behind you, but... well, you know what I'm trying to say. Smiles. I knew I could count on you. He has a voice now. You're always there for me. We hardly spend time together these days, anyway. This is gonna sound great. Well, you're hardly home. You're hardly home. What the hell does that mean? Oh, that's what it means. When you're not working, you're crashing at a friend's place. Probably up to no good as usual. If you want to be around more, you could have just told me. But I don't. Remember when we used to share a queen-size... Oh, God. Bed together? You couldn't sleep unless I cuddled up next to you.
That is...
Come on, that was years ago. Oh, no. Plus, it'd be weird now. We aren't kids anymore. Doesn't exactly change much to me. Speaking of sharing beds, is there anyone you've been bringing home? Are they cute? You certainly seem tired out when I get home. What? I'm just saying. Don't tease. You know I haven't seen anyone in that way since high school. I thought you were just saying that... Never mind. Even though I never really took my relationships seriously. You don't have to take them seriously to have fun and enjoy yourself. Okay, Kobe. Not getting frisky is probably why you've been so mopey lately. Yes. I'm not mopey. Pent up, then? It's not that. It's just not working for a few weeks kind of gets me down is all. I'm gonna have to sell some things soon to afford rent. Oh boy. Stop skipping! Should have told me you were feeling down. Hey, don't worry about that stuff this week, okay? I'll cover the rent this week for... I'll cover the rent this week for spending time with me. Okay. That's how. Okay. Just click. The way you say that makes me sound like a jerk who needs to be compensated for spending time with my stepbrother. Oh, it is a stepbrother. Okay. I guess I mean, I guess you can... There is an option to create a fursona, so I guess if you don't have a bird, then this would be weird. I love you, Kobe. Wait a minute. It's just... Did his name change? Wasn't it C-O-B-Y?
It was C-O-B-Y. What is it now?
It's Cobes.
That's a spelling error.
I really hope so. It's just seeing you with boyfriends all the time while I can't seem to find anyone for myself gets a little frustrating. Frick. Okay. Hey, it's no sweat off my back. Okay. You covered my butt plenty of times when you were working. It's a shame you got laid off, though. Seemed like you were good at that one. Hey, I didn't... Oh, well. Couldn't really help that they downsized the whole department.
Oh.
Oof.
Capitalism 100.
Yeah, it sucks. But you don't like bringing friends around whilst you're home. Or, no, you don't like me bringing friends home around whilst you're home. I'll stop inviting them if it's going to frustrate you. Decision? No, I love it when you're here. It's just... Well, I see you... You finish school... You're out the house most of the time, working and loving life, exploring your sexuality, and here I am. I'm back at square one. I was wondering if I should bathe today. Big decisions.
I bathe with you.
That feels like such a furry thing to say, though. I was wondering if I should bathe today. Like, oh man, I'm getting sweaty in this fursuit. I don't know if I really want to bathe.
Aw, you're too sweet. You're not that far behind. You just need a kickstart and you'll be back on track. I can't really help you with the job hunting. But how about you and me going to town tonight and check out the clubs? I could use a fresh start myself, especially after this morning.
Okay.
Yes or no?
To what? To go?
To going out on the town tonight and checking out the clubs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And
I mean...
Clubbing with her stepbro.
Yeah.
Well, I did say I would spend the day with you. What harm could it do? If it gets boring, we'll go to the movies or do something else instead. Okay. Awesome. You'll have a ton of fun, trust me. Anything you want to do together in the meantime? I pick the nighttime activity, you get the daytime. Oh yeah. Give me a sec to think of something fun. Option: video games, lunch, moive, a walk, or hang out in the bedroom.
Hang out in the bedroom.
Is that everybody's choice?
Sure, I guess.
Alright. Ethan, do you have an opinion?
No.
Alright. Good. Just like old times. There's probably some funny stuff on the internet we can check out. Or you can show me what you've been up to while home. Well, you see, I have about 10,000 points of Warhammer miniatures, and I haven't painted any of them, so I need your help. Like, right now. It was the first time myself and Kobe had a dedicated day to each other for as long as I could remember. We seemed to have become distant during high school, and it had kind of stuck that way ever since. Maybe this club thing wouldn't be so bad after all. I hadn't even thought about meeting people outside of work or school for a while. Inner monologue 100.
Just take a second to think of how desperate this is, right? Like, this man hasn't had a relationship since high school. And he's like, you know what? I'm feeling really down. I'm just gonna date my stepbrother.
Well, yeah. Oh god, you're not gonna believe what this next line is. We had an old rule between us. When you had no guests in the house, the bedroom was an underwear-only zone. Considering it was just us, I didn't really think too much of it. He wasn't the type to pull pranks while we were almost naked. He made a fair argument that he was already in his, and I had to get cleaned up soon anyway if we were going to get out. Go out, rather. Goodness.
I dislike this very much.
Being mature as always, he began whistling while I undressed. Sometimes I think he made the rule just to get a kick out of me stripping. Okay. He had a really wide range of whistles too. I guess that's an avian thing, to sing and whistle really well? I don't know, I haven't checked Wiki for in a while. It's fun just waiting to hear what he's... It's fun just waiting to hear what he'd come up with next while I'm changing, even if it did make me feel a little like I was performing for an audience.
I really want this to just evolve into, like, some very deep shit. Like, turns out there's, like, race warfare going on.
Look, one of the Steam pictures says police drop the weapon and then Kobe and there's a picture and it's like there's a gun? How do I get to that ending? I want to get to that one.
It's basically you lead Kobe on, and then you pick up some chick, and then Kobe's like, "You're supposed to be with me."
School shooting 2.0. Club shooting. I tried to convince him to use the computer with me, but the chance to play on the bed. What? Okay. But the chance to play on the bed was too tantalizing for him to turn down. We initially laid side by side, staring at the roof with our arms folded behind our heads, just chilling in our briefs, talking about anything that came to mind.
Because that's what you do.
Because
That's what you do with your stepbrother.
That's what you do with your stepbrother. Ethan, is that what you do with your brother?
In fact, it is not.
Anne, can you confirm this?
Thank you for asking.
I do with my sister.
I never thought of Kobe being the type, but he knows a fair bit of trivia, should he ever get the opportunity to share it. Not just movies and games either. I guess he paid more attention in school than I thought. Did you know that a squared plus b squared used to be a squared plus b squared is equal to x? Not x squared, just x. Sure enough, being my brother, we ended up wrestling. Wrestling once we started getting restless. He's deceptively strong for his size. Oh no, 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 no.
I don't like this.
Pinning my arms down and getting atop me more than once before I threw him off me and did the same.
Yep.
Not exactly a thing to read too far into, even if this kind of wrestling meant something different. It was someone else in if it was someone else in here with him. Yep. I like how there's no background, it's just black. Okay. We eventually called a truce and laid our limbs over each other in an exhausted pile. If we wanted to go out tonight, we had to get ready soon. Okay. Oh, a picture. Okay, finally, color. Oh no. Oh, the poster on the wall.
Oh shit.
Hey, I can use the shower now, or are you gonna make me climb in there with...
This is not good.
Do we get a choice?
Eventually. Well, okay, thank God, no. It's all yours. By the way, what should I be wearing to this thing anyway? Is there a theme? I don't have to wear that, do I? What's that? I don't want to see what that is. Oh, if you want to go in just underwear, I'll be your wingman. Wingman, get it? But really, wear whatever you want. This place has a very flexible dress code. Take your time and pick out something nice while I'm in there, okay? And a side note, can I borrow that towel? I didn't bring mine over. Isn't this your house? You don't have a towel here? Anne, do you lose your towels at Ethan's house?
I'll bring my towels to Ethan.
Well, exactly. Frickin' Cobes could learn something from you.
They live together.
I know, right? Can't use another one? There's like 5 of them in there, sorry. Oh god, it's a new one.
That one's my favorite color.
Plus, you're practically dry now anyway. Okay.
I'll let you off the hook this time.
Better swoon me off my feet when I'm back.
I'll leave the bathroom door open just a sliver, just in case you need me.
Are we gonna be a peeping Tom?
I'm sure I can dress myself. Go get cleaned up. We should get going soon.
Please.
So did this like auto-generate the character as like a kangaroo? There's a picture in the upper left. Alright, knowing Kobe, he's gonna be in there for ages. I'll have plenty of time to get ready. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where to start. That's a good question. Oh, music. New music. What's this gonna be? Perfect! Perfect. Absolutely amazing. It's stellar.
Are we making ourselves?
Yes.
Whoa. Actually?
Yes.
No way.
So that was the prologue.
Why do we have a Ken doll crotch?
A what?
Ken doll crotch.
It's a good question. Okay, so what do you want me to do? You are controlling the show after all.
What do we make? What monstrosity?
Can we just make Colby?
Turns out they're twin stepbrothers.
There we go.
Sounds like
What a fucking joke!
There we go, Cobes.
amazing.
Oh boy. Okay, so how did he look?
Blue.
Oh god, it's an RGB.
Wait. I can go back and take a screenshot of him.
Oh no.
Okay. There we go. Oh wait, I need to get the I need to get the background out of the way.
That was a long prologue, by the way. Did we really need that much establishing?
It was just establishing the relationships between you and your stepbro.
Yeah, my stepbrother, sorry. Why is there a stepbrother? Why Jasonifix? Why? What did you even do in this game?
Okay, there we go. I got a good screenshot.
Alright, cool. Well, we can even enter hexadecimals. Like, why? Why?
Enter like shit green brown.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's like a blue boy. So let's go up here. Oh god, it's too late. Darker. Not that dark. Okay, so here's this. So let's do a little bit of comparising. How's that? It's looking gayer by the minute.
Yeah.
Alright, then the underbelly color. It's like really gay ass teal. But not quite gay ass teal. A little more blue gay ass teal. I keep saying that. Okay. That
Go darker.
darker?
Yeah, just a little.
Little darker.
Yeah, like that.
Like that?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Next would be, I don't know. I guess arms. Avian forearm marker coloring. Is that does he have like dark blue? Like, or like almost black, like that. Does that look right?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, so as long as we make it, you know, clear enough that they're meant to be twin step rows.
Yeah. Twin step rows for life. Okay, this is like a similar color to the one on the body, which is 75A2FF. Okay, so 75A2FF. There we go. Man, it's perfect. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's time to regretty the spaghetti. Okay, so head will be bluer, no, darker. That's close enough. Not that. How would you describe that weird crappy as in his hair? Oh, wait a minute.
What?
The hell? Humanoid. What fucking shit is this? There you go. Okay.
Honestly, this feature alone is probably worth, like, the entire development of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crap, I made a mistake. 75A2FF. There we go. Let's go with this one. So he's got that, so 52, 36, 62. This one, 52, 36, 22. Is that what I said? I didn't say 22, did I? I'm an idiot.
So.
Okay, back to yes, arms. This one. Wow, that's completely different. 35, 35, 4F. That's not hard. At least I don't think it's hard. I could be stupid. 35, 35, 4F. Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together.
Sadly, it's my time to go.
Blue time.
Alright, see ya, Dylan.
Oh, okay. Why bye? Bye.
I will be back later if it's still happening.
Sure. It'll likely still be happening.
Alright.
The downward spiral never stops.
Good luck, everyone. Make poor decisions. I believe in you.
We will. Okay, so let's do hair. Hair would be good. Right now, it's rocking a mohawk. Which is pretty good. So I could just keep that. I could try and go with... Nice. Oh, that's perfect. We have to go with this. There we go. There we go. Oh. Alright. $35A2FF. I gotta make this just right. I don't know why. Alright. No! Stupid... Okay. I'm gonna go with this. How does that sound to everyone in chat? Sounds like a yes to me.
Looks good.
Yeah. I don't know how to go. Is it back to prologue? Wait. Yes, please.
Hey, Cobes. Did you move the conditioner? Mine just ran out.
Could you
Whoa.
Do you mind? Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. This is interesting.
Just letting it hang out while you look for an outfit, huh? Well, for reference, if you came up to me like that and asked me out, I'd be all for it.
You look weird. Har har. I know you're not used to getting dressed, Cobes, but you tend to need to strip down to put new clothes on. Anyway, Perv Bird, I'm sure the club has slightly more restrictions on clothing. Yeah, it sucks. Good to know. The scary thing is, I can't tell if he's joking or not. I guess it would make it easier to tell a few things about someone. Yeah. Get back in there and finish up, and stop distracting me.
Looked like you were admiring yourself in the mirror to me.
And where's your towel, Mr. Preachy? Interesting expression for this.
Guess I didn't think of that.
Anyway, I still need to rinse. I can go back in the bathroom if you're not comfortable around me. This is honestly a little uncomfortable. You just caught me at an awkward moment is all. Nothing either of us haven't seen before. I saw a new conditioner bottle under the sink. Finish up quick. We shouldn't stand around all night like a pair of nudists. I'll have underwear at least by the time you're back, I promise. Sounds fair to me. Just don't take forever, or I get to dress you. It's a little odd. I better decide on an outfit before he gets back. Oh boy. Are you all ready for Barbie dress-up time?
Yeah.
Okay, I need an outfit that really expresses me. Well, better cut down the options. Male, female, or something else.
Something else. Let's identify as a frying pan.
I identify as Z, they, or another neutral androgynous term. I identify as a hermaphrodite, or externally intersexed. I identify using feminine leading androgynous terms, or identify using masculine leaning androgynous terms. I don't know what androgynous means. Give me a second as I look at Google.
Androgynous is basically like people who dress neutral.
Cool. Alright, what? Okay. So, which one should I pick? They all seem pretty gay to me.
Masculine leaning androgynous terms.
Cool. The term boyfriend is fine with me. I prefer the term partner. I'm gonna pick this one. I prefer nothing topside to be drawn attention to. I'd prefer nothing below the belt to be drawn attention to. I'd prefer to limit discussion of my body as much as possible, or pronouns are important, but I'm comfortable with my body. What the hell does that all mean? What does topside mean? I understand below the belt, but I don't understand what topside means.
I don't know what this means either.
Is this what furries talk about all day? They go to frickin' rainforest and they're like, hey Z, I heard you didn't like talking about the top side, so I was gonna talk all the way below the belt. Is that skiggly diggly wag with you? And then they don't talk, and then their handler comes over and is like, hey, I'm sure they're fine with that, so yeah. Anyway, I guess this is talking about how risque the game is going to get. It's like the difficulty setting. I don't know, I'm gonna go with pronouns are important, but I'm comfortable with my body. This is gonna be weird, and I hate it. Team Amorous. Your choices will affect pronouns used and are a more neutral description of intimate scenes. Please be aware that there may be limitations in the customization of certain scenes based on an originally male-only protagonist. Okay. Narrows things down. Now, wardrobe on the wall. Something seasonal, summer wear, shorts and a t-shirt. Something simple, a t-shirt and comfortable pants. I'm not leaving without my boots, the punk or biker look. Something a little more eye-catching, which is more options. This is an odd dating sim. Look at the more options. Formal wear, rave gear, goth or Victorian look. Those are some options. You guys have any suggestions?
Formal wear.
Alright,
Sounds
perfect.
cool.
Swoon indeed. Check you out. Look how classy you cleaned up. Oh wow, dialogue options. Thanks, you look good too. It'll do. Can we get going? They probably wouldn't let me in wearing nothing.
Give me a shake of that booty first. You're going like that? Those are my options. I'm sure
Give me a shake of that booty first.
Does this Fallout? You are gonna have to wait until we get to the club. Not having you stealing all my best moves. Huh, you caught me. Okay. Right. No booty for you till we get to the club. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Let's get going then. I guess so. Alright, now the game can begin. Oh, no driving section? Okay. I decided to let Kobe drive since he knew the way. He was such a regular and had dated one of the bouncers briefly that we didn't have to worry about waiting in line when we got there. Naturally. It was one of those clubs. Once the staff knew you, you were fine. Otherwise you had to be very patient to even see the inside. We drove through the illuminated side of town. The sun now well on its way to setting. Nightlife bustling all around us from the bars and waterfront restaurants. Scenery! Kobe kept reassuring me that I'd have a blast. I think he could read my nerves pretty easily. I'd gotten myself into this without really thinking it through. What if the club filled with the type of guys Kobe'd like to date? Okay. He's not always the best judge of character. He can be way too nice to everyone, and I'm certainly a bit more picky. I would like to remind everyone that this was a completely Patreon-funded game. People wanted this. I suppose, technically, Kobe had his long-distance boyfriend to anchor him these days, but he wasn't exactly looking to head home empty-handed. His boyfriend knew what a free spirit he was, and they had some sort of agreement whilst they were apart. Kobe always seemed to find someone who'd take advantage of his carefree attitude, though. On the flip side, I should probably try to be more adventurous if I didn't want to spend all my time trying to block out the sound of Kobe having fun with his local boyfriends. I see. Sometimes it skips and sometimes it doesn't. I don't really understand. Oh boy, it's Kane! Kane the Dragon Man.
Oh shit, no way.
Hold up, shirt and tie. Casanovas have to wait in line like everyone else. Hold up. Don't you recognize this cutie? Ah, Kobe. Sorry, champ. Didn't see you there. That has to be a cliche line, right? Didn't see you there? You and your friend can come in. Thanks again, big guy.
I hate this. I hate all of it. It's all so bad.
Well, that was really cool of him to let us in so easy. I knew we were friends with the bouncers, but I didn't realize it was that close. I met him through my friend Virgins. Yeah, Virgins. That's a cool name. It's a long story, but let's just say he has a soft spot for cute guys. Jeez, all the furries are gay. A simple, I did him a favor would have sufficed. I just appreciate you getting us in. I've never been in a club like this. I wasn't exactly experienced in the club scene at all, honestly, but I didn't want him prodding me about it and psyching myself out. Oh boy. Anytime! Hey, I'm gonna go dance for a bit and hopefully catch someone's attention, like mine. If you need me, just come find me. Have fun, explore around. Alright, Cobes. Oh wait, I just said my own name. Go have fun. I'll come see you if I get bored. Off he goes, already rocking his hips to the music as he disappears around the corner towards the source of the pulse-quickening beat. Adjectives! Adjectives are smart! I didn't want to smother him, or cock-block him. if meeting new people was gonna cheer him up. Might as well go look around and figure out what I'll do from there. Gameplay? Gameplay? Is there? Oh, there's gameplay. Oh, wow, gameplay. All right. So there's palm tree. There's Dragon Man. There's doors and a phone. What should I do?
Dragon Man.
Dragon Man. Barty's in there, buddy. There's tweens I gotta deal with. Oh, shit. Alright, so that's Dragon Man. I guess I'll do the palm tree. Oh, this is like the back lot. Okay, so there's a smoker chick. There's more smokers, but the smoker chick I can talk to, and there's also the back way in. Alright, I guess I'll talk to smoker chick. The back of the club smelled of soured beer and cigarette butts. It's not the only kind of butt. But in some ways, that beat the suffocating smell of dancing bodies and 100 I can't say that word. The parking lot out there had a handful of others catching the breeze off the waterfront. Some were hanging out of their cars, taking a smoke and tailgating. Others exchanged flirty goodbyes, trying to catch a few more minutes with each other in the privacy of their cars. Ooh. Hey, it's her, or I guess it's a her. I don't really know. I couldn't help but feel that some of the patrons loitering out here. Loitering out here were a little rougher than the glitter and short shorts of the club glow. I have severe dyslexia. Club goers inside, on the edge of the lively conversations, a canid with a nose ring was leaning on the wall to the next building over. Okay. His, or maybe her, jeans were fashionably torn, but fit well, showing off a somewhat effeminate curve of the thighs. Topside, the brown furred husky's t-shirt and racer jacket didn't really give much away. I'd known girls with just as little upstarts anyway. All in all, they looked relatively androgynous, and the general impression I got was that, whoever they were, they seemed frustrated as they checked their phone repeatedly. I mean, they're angry in the picture. Stop monologuing, I want to talk to her. I suppose I wasn't exactly far from the husky's androgynousness myself. A like-minded person, maybe? They weren't flaunting their sexuality or identity either way. Okay, so I can go say hi and keep them company, ask if there's any way that I can help. Probably shouldn't bother with them, or not my type, and better go back to the party. So we got potentially non-binary husky person. Should I continue on my quest to do the stepbrother or explore the options? This is a weird game. I'm gonna go say hi. Standing out in the lot, there wasn't really any way to surreptitiously slip in beside the husky casually. Heading over towards where they were standing, they looked up at it and down in an almost dismissive way, putting the phone back into their pocket with a roll of their eyes. Some normies coming to talk up to me. Hey, hope you don't mind me saying, but you kind of seem like you were waiting out here by yourself. Mind if I hang out with you? This is Lex. Ooh, Lex. Psh, why would you want to do that? Psh. Honestly, you seem a lot more interesting than those people in there. I might have looked your way once or twice, but you looked kind of busy. I was hoping I'd catch you inside, but figured I'd ask. The husky laughed derisively and crossed their arms. They had somewhat of an accent, not too thick, but with a tint of something old country, New England maybe. Those aren't the same thing. Or maybe I'm thinking about it wrong.
Maybe they mean old country as in like like Britain old country?
Yeah, like
the country that you had our country had come from?
Yeah, like the old world maybe?
Yeah.
Like, so America exists, Okay, so America and England exist. So we're establishing the lore of this game. Alright, so from now on I'm going to give them a British accent. Hang on, I have to remember how a British accent goes. I might even just... I think I'm just going to cave and do an Aussie accent. Hang on. I'm going to practice for a second.
My internet is shitting itself, so I'm not gonna be able to watch the stream, but I will listen to what you say.
Guardsman. That's right. Yeah, no, you wouldn't catch me dead in there. You seem to have some sort of problem with the club? Or, that's rich coming from the person lurking in the alley. Or, fair enough, well, I guess it's nice to meet you. Not exactly my first choice either, if I'm honest. I was the same. You never know until you try it. I don't know, might as well encourage it to go inside. That is the whole point. It might surprise you if you give it a chance. The bar in there is actually well stocked, and it's not like anyone forces you to get up on the dance floor or anything. How do you know that? I haven't even been in there. Huh. That's a response. Though I have to ask, if you hate the club, what are you doing out in the parking lot? We are the Imperial Guard. It's time we started acting like it. Safest place downtown, dude. It's auto skipping. Why? I got my car jacked last year. Safer to park it here, and the parking's free too. I was waiting on a friend. We were gonna go for a night ride. Guess that plan went to shit, cause he hasn't employed in ages. Alright, well, that's nice. That sucks. Smart idea, though, parking somewhere with the visibility. I mean... Thanks, dude. Saw it on a crime show once. It's devolving into Australian, and I don't like it. Do you always call everyone dude? A dude is just a dude. Big dudes, little dude, good dudes. It's not a gender thing. I'll call everyone dude. Especially when I don't know their names. That is true, you don't know my name. But I somehow psychically know yours. Fair enough. Well, I'm Cobes, if that helps. The husky didn't really seem the type to shake hands or anything. But they nodded and smiled all the same. You're a bit of a stick. You're a bit of a stick in the mud, ain't you? Fine. No more duding. I'm Lex, by the way. Do you mind me asking what pronouns you prefer? Lex? Is that short for Alexia? Well, nice to meet you, Lex. What would Kobe say?
We have to be Kobe.
I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna ask if it's short for Alexia. Nah, Alex. Alex O'Connor. So you're male. Did not get that. Doesn't matter, does it? It matters a little. I don't know what gender you are. Jesus is really focusing on that. Don't you want people to know your gender? It doesn't matter, no. I could antagonize her. It, I guess. Them, they... I guess it doesn't matter. I guess you're right. Sorry, Lex. Just didn't want to offend you. You can't offend me, Duda. I mean, Cobes. The hell is a Duda? Somebody tell me what a Duda is. It's gonna make me mad, cause... what the hell's a Duda? Lex actually did offer their hand and shake. The husky seemed a lot less frustrated now. They leaned back against the wall again, pulling out a pack of cigarettes and offering it my way with a fresh one between their lips. You smoke? Okay, so yes. Can I light you up? Or yes a lie, I'll give it a try, or no, it's bad for you. I like how the only answer that's no is also no, it's bad for you. So you can't just say no. It's yeah, sure. Why not? This is gonna terrible. Lex offered me the pack and their Zippo, and I took out a fresh one and lit up. How long is this going to take? It's already 6:30. We enjoyed the smoke in friendly silence. Then, okay. After Lex had finished the last drag of their cigarette, they slipped their phone out again and checked something before sighing. So, you go in for all that shit? What do you mean? I mean, fancy outfit, all dolled up. You said you're new around here, but seems like you're dressing to impress someone. My choices do matter. Life is strange. Just seems kinda dumb to me, hunting down people and dazzling them in some flashy outfit and cheap tricks to get into their pants. The number of hookups I've seen tonight is just gross. Well then. Well, how do you meet people you're interested in? Does how I'm dressed to go clubbing really bother you? I'm here because I want to. I'm just trying to be proactive. I'm not looking for hookups, just to meet new people. Or you're commenting on the outfit, so I guess it worked. And you picked the outfit, so what do you think?
Hey guys, I have to go.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't.
I do.
What are you leaving for?
It's almost 7. I have to take a shower, and then I have to head to bed.
You're stinky.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking a shower.
Alright, Kobe. Go take a shower, Kobe. Make sure you have a towel.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. Well, I guess, do you want to pick one of these, or...
It's just the boys now!
Yes. Ethan's a girl. Anyway, which one of these stupid options should I go with?
Which were the options? I can't
Okay.
read because I don't have the stream open because it was killing my internet.
Oh, okay. So, Lex just said, seems kind of dumb to me, hunting down people and dazzling them with some flashy outfit and cheap tricks to get into their pants. The number of hookups I've seen tonight is just gross. So I can reply to it, well, how do you meet people you're interested in? Does how I'm dressed to go clubbing really bother you? I'm here because I want to. I'm just trying to be proactive. I'm not looking for hookups just to meet new people. Or you're commenting on the outfit, so I guess it worked.
I'm not interested in hooking up because we're only interested in hooking up with our brother.
This is true. Oh, it says my brother. My brother always spoke pretty highly of this place, and some of the people I've met seem nice enough. I'm not looking to hook up for something meaningless, but I'm not gonna make new friends just sitting around either. Yeah, shite. I guess so. Guess I have a pretty effed up idea of what goes on in there. Wasn't trying to call you an asshole or something, or a pervert or whatever. I just don't really get the whole mating great thing. Well, that's your fault. I guess I can understand that. That kind of thing is pretty soulless if there's not a personal connection. I'm kind of like you, tight circle of friends and all. I'm looking to try and make more friends, though. I guess that's what going out to meet new people is about for me. All right. You've got a point. I've always been happy with the friends I've got, I suppose. But I wouldn't really know where to go to find more. I guess people here seem a little shallow and not interested if you're not looking to fool around. Alright, so... Ask what it does for fun. Ask what it does in general. Or ask about her in general. Ask about Lex's gender. Ask about Lex's likes or dislikes. Ask Lex if you can go somewhere together. Are we interested in this one? Probably not. But there is no option, so I'm just gonna... that. So Lex, you seem like a pretty cool person. Mind me asking more about you? Seems like you're not local to here. I guess? It ain't very... excuse me. It ain't very interesting. They shrugged and continued regardless when I didn't back down. I grew up in the northeast, little town, more logging companies than clubs. My dad moved here for a few years ago. Not weeks ago. Stayed with him a bit, then got an apartment. Is your life story right there? You don't miss it up there? No friends back home or anything? Didn't have any problem making friends when I got here, so no. Wasn't that close to many people back then anyway. Only just finished high school when we moved. Jeez, that's just like me. Couldn't effing stand most of them, you know. Haha. Guess everyone is the same when they're into alternative music and shite, though. Hey, what about you? You sound more like a local. Yeah, moved away a little for college, but my family has lived here ages, since my mom remarried. It's not so bad. I live with them and my stepbrother while I'm looking for more work. I wonder what he went to college for. Cool. Well, it's a pretty neat place to grow up. Back home they were pretty freaked out when I got my nose done. Here one of my friends was like, aren't you gonna gauge that? Who'd think I was an effing pinhead back home? Says, can I not go away? Her gender. Listen, I'm not trying to be pushy, but the gender thing? Do you ask me asking more? Well, she, got angry. I like the music, though. That was random. People are always asking me that same shit. Are you a boy or a girl? Got to a point where I stopped correcting people. It's the 21st century. Shouldn't really matter, should it? Good question. It's not like I'm gonna get offended if you think of me one way or another. Got plenty of awesome friends who are girls and plenty of awesome friends who are guys. Just don't really think what they have between their legs makes them more or less awesome. Fair enough. As I'm sure you probably noticed, I'm somewhere on the spectrum for gender stuff. Yep, I'm definitely on a spectrum. Just wanted to know your boundaries in case calling you one thing or another upset you. I can certainly speak from experience there. Lex nodded for a moment before shrugging, laughing off my attempt to be conciliatory. I don't want specifically to be androgynous or use special pronouns. I just don't dress like my gender matters. I couldn't care less what you called me, so long as it wasn't offensive. Furry. It's not an identity issue. I just don't think it's relevant, especially meeting new people. Equal rights and all that shit. Well, it is the United States. Do they have the same constitution? Alright, I think that this should be nominated for an Oscar. For this line right here. I think you're a cool person, regardless of how you pee and baby make. It's Oscar worthy. Just effects should go up on that stage in full fursuit, zoot, and
Full persona. Persona 5.
It's describing our frickin' coding class. Fair enough. I guess that clears things up. Good to know it's more of an indifference to a label then, like a dysphoria thing. You're dyslexic. Yeah, real good. Hey, Cobbs. Cobbs, okay. I don't want to be an arsehole, but I really don't want to talk about that anymore. Alright, cool. Do it again. What if I want to leave? Can I leave? Guess I can't leave. What do you do for fun? So, Lex, you said this isn't really your scene. What kind of stuff do you usually do? Do you do the do? Lex sighed and chuckled. Even their voice was somewhere in the spectrum between tomboyish or a higher-pitched guy's voice. That's a guy? That might have been more to do with Lex's rough accent. I couldn't quite place it. Yes, their extreme Australian accent had a high-pitched whine. Well, let's say. Usually I'd go to one of those bars off the strip a bit. You know, waiters. I shook my head. It's this retro bar and snooker hall. A lot of alternative kids go there during the weekend. But during the week, they play a lot of classic rock and stuff. It's pretty cool. More my taste than the house and dance stuff they play here. Living on a prayer, baby. Likes and dislikes. Likes, furries. Dislikes, scalies. So, I saw you checking your phone before we started talking. Are you much for phone games? Ah, that was a line in a game. Yes and no. It's fine for being bored and stuff, but I don't really stick with anything for long. Like those Ego pets and stuff. What the hell's an Ego pets? I kinda get bored of that stuff pretty quickly. What's an Ego pets? Is that supposed to be a reference?
I don't know.
Like... what are those? Never mind. I used to when I was younger, on the bus to high school and stuff. But since I can pretty much drive anywhere I want to go now, I don't really have time. So, this game was released in 2018. This person's an adult. So... them having games on their phone and being like a widespread thing, that's stretching it, I think. I think that's stretching it. Not one of those people who sneaks in a slow game on Pastebook or something when they're doing something. Ha! Nope. I guess I'm just kind of shy at multitasking. I never get anything done if I was trying to concentrate on those time management games. Pastebook. Headed by Clark Zuckerberg. What about you, anyway? Following those new ARG things you can play with your phone? Oh yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's AR, all over it. I am playing that day in, day out. I'm not really into phone games, mostly those puzzle games like Box Push or Rope Roper. You got me, those ARGs are pretty fun, like Pocket Farm. I'm not sure if it counts, but I'm more into Cash Catch. I never really go anywhere without my pocket console. Do I have a Switch? And do I have a Switch?
What?
Do I have a Switch? A Nintendo Switch?
Sure.
Cool. That's cool. I guess it means you've got a good choice at least. I always hate when you're trying to talk to someone and they pull out a game. I'm always like, okay, I guess we're done talking. Don't worry, I only phone responsibly. I thought you just said you had a Switch. Ha! You'd better. Anyway, what were you saying, dude? Sorry, tangent. Well, I asked you everything, so I guess there's only one more option together. Ask Lex if you can go somewhere together. Hey, Lex. Not that I'm not enjoying being chill in the alley, but did you want to go somewhere? You know what? Fuck it. Sure, what did you have in mind? Wow, I predicted that. How about back to your place? Or my place, if you'd prefer. Why don't you come inside, have a drink with me? Did you have anywhere fun in mind? You said your car is in the lot, right? That's a good start. Do we have a preference of these options? I kind of want to see the inside of the club. I'm gonna go inside, why not? You mind if I take a rain check there? It's getting late, Cobes. I should probably start thinking about heading home. We can go there. You're pretty cool, Cobes. Thanks for keeping me company. Why don't you give me a call sometime? Here, let me text my number over. I'm glad we got to chat, Lex. Thanks for that. I'll give you a call later and maybe we can hang out. That's corny, dude. No need to make a big deal. Oh, but one thing. Next time we're hanging out, I pick out the hangout spot. Yeah. Deal. See you, Lex. Oh, good God. What's this? Where am I? I guess this is the inside of the club. There's Lion Man, there's an exit. Oh shoot, this is massive. There's an elevator, and there's phone. Congratulations, you've earned an achievement. Ooh, what's this button do? What the hell? Oh wow, I have a Samsung phone, because of course I do. Is there a save button? Oh, there is. Cool. Well, it's kind of a save button. It's not really a save button. Alright, let's do something else. Let's go upstairs. Oh my gosh, it's Dragon Man number 2. There's a balcony, and there's another elevator. Let's go to the balcony, because why not? Holy crap, I.O. This is extensive. Quite extensive. Alright. Out of this house. See if I can go find Cobes. Oh wow, it's chugging. I have to figure out what the heck it's doing. Oh, there he is. Oh, you can 360. It's incredible. What? Oh, it's just changing colors. I'm an idiot. Might as well talk to Kobe. Why not? Hey, bro. Can I borrow you for a second? Oh, that was me. What's up? I thought it was him. This is a weird game. Okay. The game is now saved. Jeez, the frickin' achievements in this game are really easy. Let's see what they are. Wow, there's a lot of people. It's a shooting range? Shooting range? I want to see the shooting range. Where is it? Show me the guns. This is a really weird game. Screw it, let's talk to the bartender. I have a problem. My hand barely touches the counter before the bartender is right in front of me. From here I can see that his uniform, while dapper, is clearly tailored for the club. His sleeveless vest and cuffed wrists are capped by a revealing tuxedo-styled brief as well. What's that mean? Despite his state of near undress, he seems quite chipper and buffs down the counter in front of me with a rag. Wow, if that ain't cliche, I don't know what is. Also, there is a bottle of Jack Spaniels on the shelf. 'Cause originality. Welcome to Amorous, hottest club in town. What kind of voice should this guy have? He's like a weird reptiling thing.
Yeah.
How about
Russian.
Russian? Welcome to Amorous, hottest club in town. That's not quite sure what that is. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm Jax. I'm Jax. Hang on. Welcome to Amorous, hottest club in town. I'm Jax, and I'll be your beverage artisan this evening. He winks at me before continuing. What can I do for you? Order a drink, ask him about the club, flirt, or walk away. Just walk away in the middle of a conversation. Ask him about the club. Anything in particular? Where do I start? Do you know much about the patrons here? Let's ask about that shit. Something you had in mind? Oh, can you... Saw a husky outside. Could you tell me more about the punk huskies who's hanging around out back? Well, he's sad now. I think I know who you mean. Honestly, I don't think they're a patron here. We've never spoken. I don't think they look like club material. I kinda get the stink eye when I go out there. Aw, poor Jax. Anyone else you wanted the scoop on? Guy hanging by the elevator. The lion. The lion guy back there seems like a cool dude. What's he like? Dustin? He seems nice enough. Though I rarely see him with someone for more than a week. He must really like this casual stuff. Really like the casual stuff. Anyone else you want the scoop on? Anything in the girl in the booth? That girl with the golden fur doesn't seem to be having a good time. What's up with that? Can't say I've seen her around before. Maybe it's her first time? She came in with a few rowdier girls. But she hasn't been too eager to get up and dance or anything. Perhaps go see how her day is going. Anyone else you want to scoop on? Woman in the cocktail dress in the lounge, I saw her. The cute satyr in the lounge seems lonely. Is she nice? Satyr. That is a word choice. Who's the guy right next to me? They don't call her Mystery for nothing. Or maybe it was Mercy. You never know who you'll find in Amorous. I do know she loves her cocktails. Anyone else you want to scoop on? I like this Russian accent. You made a good choice, Anne.
Yeah.
There's a girl by herself at the pool. Oh yeah, I saw frickin' Velma. Oh no. The bunny girl with the glasses seems a bit lost. Oh my gosh, it's Elizabeth! Is she new? Remy? You would think so with how quiet she is. But she's actually here quite frequently. I know she's a little older. Doesn't play the scene too much. Let's that feed your curiosity. Anyone else you want to... Never mind. Someone else? Feline guy at the bar. You know the guy next to me? The cat beside me is awfully quiet. Is he always like that? School shooting in 5 seconds. He's chatty if you grab his attention. Somehow, he can zone out amongst all this noise and work on his stories. His name is Seth, and he's writing something. That's all I really know. I think my mom's coming. I'm very scared.
I can hear people in my house too. I'm scared.
You're scared that they might hear you listening to me do accents for free.
The reason why I'm scared is usually they come home at 7:30 and it's 7.
Oh.
So they might be home early, but I'm confused.
Ooh.
I hear kids screaming. Oh fuck! It might be my neighbors actually.
Oh. Or like your mom just decided to watch a horror movie. Or something. Oh.
No shit! I heard coughing in my house and it was my mom's cough. Oh shit.
Okay. The bouncer upstairs seems nice. Are all your bouncers dragons? He seems nice. A little stoic. Makes for a very safe club if I do say so. The guy upstairs is Zenith. He's nicer than he looks. He's one of our more popular staff members. For obvious reasons. Anyone else you want to scoop on? Hope that helps. Need anything else? I don't know. Let's get wasted. As I slid into one of the stools, he set a glass in front of me. I think I'd like a drink. What did you have in mind? Okay, Anne, the decision of the century, something non-alcoholic or something alcoholic? We could have some...
Alcoholic.
Alright. Still not sure about the club or its residents. I decided on getting something sensible. Excuse me. Just a ginger ale for now. Thanks. Living dangerously, I see. Or perhaps designatedly. Mega F. Just ribbing you. One ginger ale coming up. This is weird. This is so odd. With a rather surprising flourish, he slid his hand against the glass and rolled it between each finger before catching it by the base. So he did it that thing with like the pen. No, not the pen. Like with like a bullet. Anyway, he brought both back up to the counter, flipping the glass over while still holding it in a shot a steady stream into it like he was firing a pistol. He released the glass and, drawing his hand back, drew a rag from his cuff and wiped the bar in front of me clean. Your drink. Applaud, complain, or take the drink and leave. So he just did a trick. So, I'm a nice guy. Applaud. Wow, that was quite the show. I just went to the frickin' hibachi dinner. Always happy to serve an appreciative customer.
Mm-hmm.
Is diabetes sex-linked or autosomal?
I don't know. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
They result from the autosomal recessive gene.
Autosomal, meaning I have a better chance. We both have a better chance of that.
Why?
Well, in case if mom is completely dominant, like homo something dominant.
Homosexual.
If mom is dominant, the full dominant, then that means we have no chance of that. But if she's hetero something, then that means that we have and our kids will have more of a chance.
Uh-oh, Ski. Peace out.
Alright. So I'm talking to Scoot, the tiger man who writes frickin' heckin' books. I think I'm going to give him, kind of accent should I go for with him? Kind of want to do German. Now and then, he would lift his glass from the bar and lean back, pausing to take a drink, as if someone was expecting him to. This adorable ruse was undermined, however, as each sip was followed by a grimace of barely contained disgust. I don't know, does he not like Jack Spaniels? Introduce self. He remained intently focused on his notebook, hunched over the table, enough that he didn't notice when I shimmied my seat next to him. Shimmied. I casually watched as he moved, almost wrote, from his frenetic writing to reaching for his glass and leaning to the wall of the bar. That was when he noticed me, and in a sudden flit of surprise, spilled his drink down the front of his shirt. Gay. Who? Where did you come from, and who said you could sit here? Frickin' German accent. That's not gonna work very well. His indignance seemed more due to trying to blot expensive alcohol off his chest rather than serious concern about my presence. I flagged down a waiter and ordered him another drink before offering him a napkin. That seems like a lot of effort to go through before offering someone a napkin. Couldn't you do the two at the same time? You gay. It's a bar? I didn't realize the seat was taken. Anyway, I was interested in getting to know you, or get to know the only person working harder at a nightclub than the staff. Ooh, icebreaker. That was a really good line. I extended my hand across the table. Sexily. It doesn't actually say that. Okay. My name is Cobes. It's a pleasure to meet you. It took him a moment, getting as much as he could of his drink off his chest and lap, before he set the napkin down and gave me a thorough looking over. Those bright blue eyes narrowed for a moment as he hesitantly offered his hand in return. In marriage. Seth. I'm Seth. Is this how you usually introduce yourselves to people, Cubs? This is gay. Not usually, no. Just noticed you're one of the only other people here, not either dancing or relaxing with others. I was curious about what brought you here. You don't seem like the type. Wow, he looks gaily excited. Looks like Jonathan. I'll admit it's an escape, but it's also to help me work through the creative process. Many famous authors immerse themselves in the popular culture of their day, to draw new experiences and observe people in new environments. New Karl Marx. I suppose that's true. I thought most of them indulged, in part, because it was their particular interest more than strict research. You don't strike me as the type to write romance or erotica. Don't you mean erotica, though? I don't like that face. I don't like that face at all. Nope. Why would you think that? I mean, I don't, but why would you assume that is the only motivation for me to be at this club? German. Hitler, okay. Mostly because even the bouncers are wearing half the clothes you are. Half the clothes you are. And because I came here with my brother Kobe, specifically because this is his favorite place to meet guys for a fling. You are one, right? You have to admit, your choice of ambiance suggests something more than just curiosity about popular culture. By now, he was blushing furiously, a spot of red visible beneath his snowy white cheek fur. Despite his attempt at appearing aloof, something spoke about his relative discomfort in being here. I mean, yeah, some German-speaking tiger boy named Seth is probably going to be out of place at a bar. What is this? This isn't frickin' Cheers. Not everybody wants to know your name. I'm not here to judge. It's just, well, interesting. I get stories from Kobe to get an idea of how this place tends to function, and you appear to be actively avoiding that function. Well, I'm honing my craft, trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone so that I have a breadth of experience to write from. It's the sort of thing authors do. Yes. So you're a writer? What experience are you getting today? Or you're sure you're not just lonely? Well, I'm gonna ask him if he's a writer. So you're a writer? Maybe you've written something I've heard of before. What do you have out there? And I'm not going to lie. I'm actually somewhat enjoying this. This is weird.
Oh goodness, your furry's coming out. I knew it.
No, it's just, I don't know, getting to know people with basically no, you know, fuck, no consequences, yeah. No risk. I mean, because they're fake. I don't know. Well, I'm not published per se. I'm building a body of work before I approach anyone. Wouldn't want to come off as some sort of dilettante. Dilettante? The hell's that? So you just like the title, or do you have something I could read? I want to read something. I suppose that makes sense. Authors rarely have a single work to their name. Have you ever heard of the guy who wrote War and Peace? Do you have something I could read? Oh wow. He sat upright. The slouch that had been so prevalent before suddenly vanishing. His ears perked up as well, before he glanced to the side, and then back at me. It took a long moment before he responded. I'm not sure if this is excitement or fear. It's excitement. I suppose you could look over a couple of my things. It's all still rough drafts though. I haven't had it run by an editor, so don't expect too much. Hesitantly, he dug in the shoulder bag sitting beside him. Hey, he's wearing it! Before producing another composition notebook that he sat down in front of me. What's this gonna look like? It's mostly snippets and some poetry. I know, it's self-indulgent to play with rhymes. It is, but you have to find your muse when it comes. He watched intently as I skimmed over his work. It was mostly fluff, fragments of ideas, and the occasional clever rhyme. Each piece seemed short, as if it were cut off before completion. There's not a space between that period and H. He seems to have trouble sticking to an idea. Maybe that's why he was looking for inspiration. I could give him some notes. Or, well, Dylan could too. Well, what did you think? I mean, I can't expect much from what I have provided, but input is always appreciated. Be honest, be kind, or be blunt. So what does be honest mean?
Oof.
There's no be mean option, so that's nice. I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, honesty is the best quality. You've got some good starters here, but that's most of what I'm seeing. Some good opening ideas. Like you said, this was mostly just scribbles. But have you gotten to finishing a work yet? Oh, he's gonna be sad now. Oh, no. The muse comes and goes as with all creative endeavors. I've got plenty of good material to work with. I just need to find the right world and let it grow in. Are you a fiction writer? You didn't really ever explicitly state that. You seem very sensitive about your work. For someone who is writing in the public eye. Well, writing is it pulls quite deeply from my internal well. Everything I write is in some way a reflection of myself. I suppose it's easy to take things personally. Well, if I may be so bold, what brought you to the club tonight? Since you clearly are driven by a desire to quietly observe, nor are you obviously looking to get drunk or dance. I'm curious as to what your motivation is. Oh, I don't get to choose. Mostly, I guess, to keep myself occupied and distracted. Kobe, my brother, very much likes this place, but doesn't always want to go alone. I needed time away from my problems, and he wanted a ride. A match made in, well, necessity. I'm gonna say in heaven? So you're gay for your brother. Well then, where else might you have gone if you had the option, ignoring cost, location, or any of that? Can I go to Germany? Oh, no. Somewhere quiet. I tend to be a little more restrained. So I probably would have gone somewhere a little quieter. A library, museum, or something like that. Yeah, a museum. Go to the frickin' Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Somewhere I can hear my own thoughts. Well, you can't hear your own thoughts there. A smile twitched at the edges of his mouth as he scribbled into his notebook. He tapped the eraser against the page before looking back at me thoughtfully. Don't you dare put me in one of your stories. I've already put some of my friends' names in some of mine. It's awful. It makes jokes easy. And you don't want that. Feeling a bit out of your element too, then? I can certainly understand that feeling, but it's always good to break out of your comfort zone. He seemed to be rather thrilled with his pseudo-interrogation. He looked back up from his notebook with excitement. Oh no. So, being that we are in this club, and you already expressed curiosity as to why I'm here, what do you like about this club? Oh boy. Dancing, drinking, relaxing, socializing. Well, I already said this. When I'm feeling mopey or just have too much time, I like to find other people to be around. That's like a frickin' poem. Conversation, laughs, and banter between friends really helps to perk me back up. Having Heinlein reminding. He looked a little surprised, jotting down a few extra lines in his notebook before glancing back up at me. Is he making like a character profile? Is he a cop? It's like a psychiatric evaluation? I suppose I should be flattered you've directed your attentions to just me then. Extroverts commonly don't enjoy engaging with me for extended periods of time. You've labeled me an extrovert then, so it's war. So we've established where you want to be, and why you want to be there. But the big question is, who do you want to be there with? What kind of person would you be looking for at this club? Someone like you. I get the feeling that this is a somewhat pointed question. I also get the feeling that there is something more going on here than simple research. Oh no, is he picking up boys? He shot me a Cheshire Cat grin and placed a hand on his chest in mock shock. Clearly he was enjoying this intimate game of 20 questions. Yes, I can pick you. Anne?
Yes?
Should I tell Seth that I'm looking for him?
Sure.
Excellent. That was going to be my pick anyway. To be honest, you. I said about exploring the club at first, but you definitely caught my eye. There's a reason I'm here, and not in the pool or down on the dance floor. And that's because you intrigue me. He shifted a whole new shade of red as I smiled from the stool next to him. Absently, he looked away to scribble down a note or two before looking back up and clearing his throat to hide his shy response. Do you play Destiny? Well, it's always nice to be noticed, as I'm not usually the type of person to stand out physically. I mean, I wasn't sure what was more adorable. His attempts to cover up his embarrassment, or the light shade of pink showing through those snowy white cheeks. Oh my gosh. Alright, one more question and then I really should find Kobe and figure out what he has planned for the rest of the night. I suppose I have been trying pretty heavily. That said, you have been a very interesting character study, to say the least. It's rare I actually get to interact with someone, not something. I'd hope I was more than just an intellectual diversion. Is that not the case? I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's been interesting talking with you. I've been here for a couple of hours already, and you're the first person who stopped to talk that didn't want to take a drink order. There you go. I smiled and leaned on the bar. He was awfully cute when he desperately tried to regain his composure. So what's the last question? He hesitated, glancing down at his notebook for a second before scribbling something in the margins. As he looked back up, I could see his cheeks were still quite flushed. Oh no, I don't want to read the next question. Ooh, okay. I was heading to the library tomorrow to do some research for a story, and there was a reading I was thinking of going to. Could I convince you to come along? Interesting. Go on a date with, Book Boy?
Seems like you like Book Boy.
I do like Book Boy. Frickin' green and white Book Boy. Sure. Fine. I'd love to. What time? Frickin' German accent Book Boy Nazi. Really? I mean, great. The reading is a little before noon, but I'll be there early. Let me give you my number so you can call and let me know when you get there. Oh boy, I got his number. He tore off the corner of a notebook page absent-mindedly, leaving a snippet of poetry in the upper half, and passed it to me. It already has a number on it? Thanks! It'd be nice to have someone else there. It's always a little awkward to go alone. Sounds like a date. Sounds like a date then. Jeez, I'm doing the German accent for myself. I suppose it is. I need to get going. But be sure to call me as soon as you're up. I'll make sure to save us a seat. After gathering his things, he shot me another adorable smile and strolled off towards the door. I folded up the paper and slipped it into my pocket. Oh, he's gone! No! He's gone! It's unfortunate. Alright. Is there like time? No, there's no time. Okay. There's no time like the present. Alright, so I got 2 phone numbers. It's pretty interesting. This is interesting. You can frickin' find the like game data by pressing tab. So we got frickin' Mewtwo over here in a hoodie. What do you think of that? Mewtwo in a hoodie? I'm gonna go for it. There's a brightly colored fox sitting by herself here. How do you know she's a fox? She seems bored, her head resting on her palm. I don't see anyone else with her. I guess there's no harm in seeing if she wants some company. You know, it's really funny how the character flip-flops on assuming gender, because with Lex, I didn't. With Seth, it's never actually explicitly mentioned, and with this one, she's instantly a she, which, I mean, I guess it is kind of obvious, but... Okay, so here's the 4 options. Are you ready for this? Break the ice, clear my throat, kick the table, or stare blankly. What do you think I should do? One of these is not like the other. Frickin' that one. Let's make a nice jog. I slipped into the booth tentatively, hoping a happy smile would win me a few points with the bored-looking fox girl. It's Nick Wilde's sister. Okay, press conference 101. You want to look smart? Answer their question with your own question and then answer that question. Hey there, sorry to bother you, but you looked a little lonely. My name's Cobes. You want to talk? Blush. She jolted in her seat as soon as she heard my voice. She was so deep in a daydream, I don't think she even noticed me sit down. She quickly corrected her posture, to something more ladylike. Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you.
Hello?
I just... Oh, hello.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, Dylan, you just missed the best boy ever. Seth! Hi. How are you? Anyway, we're talking to Sky now. It's pretty gay.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, I see.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you. I've just been having a quiet night and I was kinda tuning out. Did you say your name was Cobes? Oh my gosh, it's Anne! Anne, you're in this game!
What?
You're in this game, yeah. She's been tuning out.
What happened?
Yeah, this character's just said that she was tuning out everything.
Oh, I do that all the time with my brain.
All right, so this is no longer Sky. This is Anne. Yeah, that's me. I know the feeling. I've been having a bit of a quiet night myself. Let me guess. Did you get dragged here by a friend as well? That obvious, huh? Yeah, sort of got swept along by people's plans. And it was supposed to be my party, too. Oh no, is this her birthday? I guess you're used to classier joints with an outfit like that. You kinda stand out. It's a good voice. I mean, not that that's a bad thing or anything. Sorry, I just mean, you look cool. Haha.
That's a compliment.
Really don't worry about it. What does that mean? What does really don't worry about it mean? There's no punctuation in that, it's just except for a period. Alright. Okay, so I have three options. Those shorts are short enough for you to fit in here too. I don't know what that means.
What?
These shorts are short enough.
No. I can see it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Is it like implying that she could fit in my clothes while I'm in them? I don't understand. I'm just dressing to impress, you know? When in Rome. This is just how I dress. I hadn't really thought about it. I like that one. Frickin' like Ethan show up in a button-down shirt every day. Heh. I kinda know the feeling. I kinda change my style a lot, but I'm never like doing it to fit in or anything. Exactly. Better to be yourself. Even if you get weird looks from the guy in the stripper tux at the bar. Right, definitely. So, this is your party? At a place you don't even like? Yeah, my school friends insisted they'd treat me and get me out by taking me to a club. Get me out of the closet. Don't get any funny ideas. I'm finished with high school and all. They just like to keep in contact every now and then. Funny ideas? She's the one about to give me a heart attack. What? I don't see an X on her hand, though. What's that mean? Are they bad friends or something? Or... No, it's not that. They mean well and all. I just don't really have anything in common with them anymore, I guess.
Oof.
It's not really my thing to go clubbing and get drunk and go hunting for guys and stuff. I was only really friends with them because they were in my classes. Wow.
Oof.
I think that describes like high school in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Jace. Wait, neither of you would get that. You couldn't get out of it? You must have closer friends, right? Are you going to explain why this was your party? Is it your birthday, or are you just partying for no reason? I have close friends. They just live far away. In Switzerland. I talk to them nearly every day on the internet. One of them did want to come see me for my birthday, but she was busy. Mega oof. We meet up every few months at these conventions I go to. Is it Rainforest? I'm sorry I'm probably creeping you out with my dorky stuff, aren't I? So far, this conversation has been a perfect 0 out of 10. Don't do it. Alright. Am I being creeped out? Well, not really. I mean, she's got problems like the rest of us. You're not a dork. Well, I didn't say that. There's nothing wrong in having long-distance friends. It's better than hanging out with people who you don't share anything in common with, right? What do you all do when you go to those conventions anyway? What were you gonna say, Dylan? Alright. Thanks for being understanding. Most people here seem to think I'm weird for all the dorky talk and make an excuse to bail on me. I guess it's just because I'm a 5th level dwarven rogue. My DM just killed me. I'm not really looking to jump on a dick if someone so much as flirts with me. Like I said, kinda not really my crowd. Oh yeah. 5th level.
This girl is the definition of I'm not like other girls. Right? She's like, no, yeah, other girls are complete sluts. No, I have a personality, you know?
Oh yeah.
She's a nice girl.
Yeah. Did you see Lex? Or did you leave?
I did not. I had to leave the entire stream.
Oh,
Last
okay.
thing I knew, you guys were doing character creators still.
Oh, okay. Well, I made a nearly perfect Kobe, but I have a red mohawk instead. Anyway,
Yeah.
we talked to Lex, who is out back. She is a non-binary fox creature who likes punk and steampunk. She's basically Chloe Price from Gravity Falls. And we talked to the bartender, who told me about everybody. And then we talked to Seth, who's my personal favorite so far, who writes things. It's pretty much his character. I also gave him a German accent. The bartender has a Russian accent, and Lex has a Australian accent for some reason. And I guess...
Amazing.
Yeah, and Sky has this weird, quiet talk. God, I'm sorry. I'm pretty bad at these first impression things, aren't I? Kinda more thinking what being here says about me than, like, what I should say to people. Let's start over. My name's Sky, by
I'll
the
be
way.
right back.
Okay. It's like when we met each other on the first day of school. Hey, Dylan?
Yeah,
Frickin' walk over to you. Hey, do you have Latin?
I know. I heard you talking about Latin, and I was like, hey. And then we found out our names were Dylan, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And that was the
Good friend.
beginning of a beautiful friendship. Reply kindly, reply flirty, or tease her. I'm not sure how
I'd probably go kindly if you're trying to get with her. I don't know what your plans are.
Oh, I'm getting with Seth. Frickin' heckin' Seth, the tiger German Nazi. He's half of the
Okay.
GNFs on train.
If you just want to get rid of this girl and like never talk to her again, I'd reply flirty because that's the thing she doesn't like, right?
Ooh, that's a good one. Frickin' flirter. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Sky. Don't worry, I'll resist dragging you off for now. We can both keep guard. Mega F. Oh no, she liked it. You're funny, Coves. Thanks again for sitting with me. Who knows how long I'll be sitting around waiting for my friends to finish celebrating on my behalf. I sure can pick 'em, can I? Hey, can I get you a drink or something? Isn't that something I should be asking you? I came over after all. Oh no. Well, I'd appreciate it and everything. I'm just not much of a drinker. Plus my friends need someone to drive us home. Yes. If they aren't going home with someone else, of course. Which they probably will be. frickin' angry. 200% angry. Well, okay, let's both stay sober then. Only seems fair. If you friends bail... spelling errors. We can always grab a drink after to celebrate a little freedom. I guess that's true. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I kinda go off on tangents a lot. You asked about the cons I go to, right? First, I guess I want to ask a test question. Do you know why I'm dressed this way at the moment? Well, I would guess that you're a Taoist from Asia. For attention, your upper body is chilly but your legs are hot. Birthday present, something about the con or I give up. Well, I mean, there's only one smart answer here. So I'm probably going to go with that. Well, from the conversation, I assume it's something to do with the cons you go to. Yeah, you know, like DashCon and BlizzCon, E3. What's another con?
Yep.
NintenCon.
DragonCon.
Frickin' Sega does what NintenCon. That's right. I'm actually a cosplayer. This is one of my outfits that looks like my favorite characters. I'm always a big fan of cartoons. Cartoons, you say? Comics, video game characters, and all sorts of stuff. Dressing up helps me express myself, and a lot of my friends say I do it pretty well, too. Okay, I'm gonna guess your character. Are you Ikora Ray? Dude, she looks just like her. It's perfect. You know you're talking to a fellow nerd, right? I think I recognize her from the kids show. I think I've seen a picture of her one time. It's totally Greek to me, sorry. Well, I am a fellow nerd because I was just talking to Seth about writing poetry. I was wondering if you were going to ask something harder, like what season she hits her ultimate form or something. Huh? I actually used to binge watch that show like every month or so. So you're not the only dork here, you know. What is it, like Dragon Ball? Or would that be offensive? Really? Ha! That's pretty cool, you know. You know there's not a ton of nerd culture things in the city. I don't want to assume. Yes. Honestly, seeing a girl dressed up like Raina Mom... Raina Mom? Is that real? Let me go incognito.
Okay.
Raina Mom. It's gotta be real. It's frickin' Queen Mother. Oh wow. The only frickin' image is from this game. Star versus the forces of evil wiki. It's not it. Okay, it doesn't appear to be right. Honestly, seeing a girl dressed up like I came over. Talk about wearing your geek cred on your sleeve. Honestly, could probably pass it off as just a normal outfit, although a little colorful, and well, high cut. I like how you have adapted her out of the anime too. The outfit is totally what she'd wear. So it's anime. Alright. Learning so much about the lore of this. Did you know that there's an England and also a United States and also there's a Constitution? I know, right?
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. Well, that and I can't just go around on my bare fur. Well, according to my stepbrother, you could. Huh. If there was a place for it, this would be it. Did you know they have a pool upstairs? Oh, frick! She blushed.
Incredibly uncomfortable.
You're incredibly what?
Uncomfortable.
She blushed deeply and hid her snout behind her soda. Soda! I'm totally not going nude around a pool just to show off the markings. Markings? Anyway, the purple dye goes all green and weird. Well, what? Oh no, I meant like a swimsuit or something. Though, again, If there was a place for clothing optional showing off, I guess it was Amorous' pool. Damn, now that's an image I'd be happy to take out of her here. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Duh, I knew that. And in the interest of returning the compliment, you look great in that outfit too, by the way. I don't know if I'd have the nerve to try and pull off a cosplay that complicated with the dye, so kudos! Her smile lit up the club. It was a little hard to tell if it was just complimenting the TV show character or her outfit that had done it. I guess they were similar, but the subtle flirtation went over her head a little. How do you know that? How come you're wearing your costume to a club, though? I don't think you'd find someone else in here that's doing the same thing. I mean, have you ever been to a club? I know, it was a surprise party. My actual birthday was last week, and I was experimenting with the fur dye to get the patterns right. My mom pretty much opened my door and told me, "Your friends are in the driveway waiting to pick you up." I wasn't going out in my normal clothes while my dye was still fresh. I mean, I guess so. You didn't have time to quickly change? Well, when I cosplay, I dye my fur pretty extensively. But why? I didn't want to go through the trouble of trying to explain it to my friends, so I just went like this, where I could just pretend I was someone else. I guess so. How do I know your real name is Sky, then, huh? I think your friends would have known it's you in an outfit. They did go to your house after all, right? After all is not a word. It's not one word. It's two words. Frickin' Brits. I guess so, huh? Let's just say that it made more sense to go full hog and wear the outfit to match rather than just being Sky but with yellow fur. Or the character on a super casual day. I know it's kinda dumb, but it kinda helps sometimes to be in character, you know?
Wait a second.
Yeah?
Wait. So, you see how her eye, she has like the pupil that's blue,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the background of her eye is black?
Mm-hmm.
Is she actually Sans Undertale?
Take a screenshot and send it to Noah.
That's a good idea. Our expert on Sans Undertale.
It's freaking Sans. She takes off the fur dye and it reveals that she's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Especially if they're a little cooler or more outgoing. And hey, it's been a good icebreaker with you so far. Frickin' Megalovania starts playing.
Kids like you should be going to conventions.
Furries like you. Comfort
Kids
her.
like you should be
Oh, sorry.
rotting in hell.
Comfort her, flirt, discourage her, or leave. I'm thinking flirt. I don't know. We've been.
Just leave.
Oh, we have very different ideas.
Like walk away. No.
Flirt. Your friends may not have the same interests as you, but you deserve a little spoiling for your birthday. If they aren't too interested in your costume, then that's their loss. I'd love to spend a little time admiring your handiwork. If I remember rightly, that character has some interesting markings that outfit might be hiding. Thanks. You're very flattering, Cobes, but I just can't. You seem nice and all, and you just want to help me out and everything, but I'm not really looking for a quickie tonight. If you're looking for someone to fool around with, go talk to my friends. I'm probably not gonna be too good for you right now. Oh well. Apologize. Sorry to be pushy, Sky. I've had a couple drinks. No, I haven't, and it's getting to me. I had a ginger ale. I'm not normally like that. That's more the club talking than me. I'm happy just getting to know you better. Aww. That's okay. Thanks, Cobes. I'm not dumb. I know that's what people normally come to a club for. Being dumb. You're not being out of line to expect as much. It just isn't what I'm in the mood for. If you give me a chance to make it up to you, I will. Honestly, I've been enjoying our chat most of all this evening. That's a lie. I like Seth more. I think I might head home, actually. I've had a pretty bad night. You seem like a nice enough person, Cobes. I can't believe you've listened to me going on about having a shitty time for so long. I owe you for making my night at least a little better at the end. Do you have an IM I can message you at? What's that? A what? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me give you my mobile number instead. We'll trade instant messengers later. Oh, I got frickin' Snapchat. I got Patchbook. I got YouTube. Sky takes the receipt for her drink and quickly scribbles a string of numbers on the back, smiling as she hands it over to me. I guess she beat me to asking her for it. I must have made a pretty good impression. By the way, the Patchbook is what replaced Facebook in this world. Buzz me sometimes and I might answer. Who knows? Frickin' that describes high schoolers. We'll have to talk more shop about anime and gaming too. Now I know there's someone local who's into that stuff. Do you like miniatures? Sky bounced out of her seat, taking a quick sip from her drink, before slipping over to my side, out of the booth. She gave me a quick hug around my shoulders, platonic but grateful, as she walked off into the crowd of dancers with her head held a little higher and her tail wagging bushily. She seems nice, pretty nerdy, which I wasn't expecting from the club. You just talked to Seth! I'll call her sometime. Oh, hey, you're back. Alright, so this is the club, by the way, Dylan.
Mac and cheese.
It's beautiful. I don't think I've talked to everyone yet. There's, back there. Just got your phone. It's pretty gay. So, three contacts so far. It's a Samsung phone. Because of course it is. Let's kill it. Where should I go next? Is that just a brick? It is just a brick. Alright.
Whoa, you get to move the camera around?
Oh yeah. When you actually play the game, you get to move the camera around.
Crazy.
I know, right?
Next fucking level.
Alright. There we go. Oh, frick. Let's talk to Dustin. Dustin, the cool lion boy. Slick AF. Oh, well, he's sad. I couldn't help but notice the lion at the back of the room, his face a placid mask as the parrot next to him seemed locked in a scowl. Frickin' save. Despite my best intentions, I couldn't help but overhear snippets of what they were saying. You don't care about me. Okay, so what kind of voice should we do for the... I assume... the parrot.
If this is the parrot, you should do the parrot from Aladdin.
Okay, I'm trying to remember how that goes.
He's just like very nasally, like.
I could get IHE to voice act. Okay, I'm gonna pinch my nose and go for it. Ready?
Alright.
Seriously? You're going to make a big deal out of this? Alright, now we have Dustin, Lion Man. I could try to do Scar's voice, like, long live the king. No, that's not that good. What should I do?
Wait, what's a good lion voice? Maybe just make him sound like a complete wimp.
Yeah, I am. What were you thinking? That's pretty good. That I like to have some fun for a change. Then go have some fucking fun. And once you're done, you can stay gone. Neither of them moved for a long moment. The snarl on the parrot's beak grew sharper, and it parted long enough for an exhale. Nothing was spoken, though. Instead, the parrot turned on his heel with a snort and strode back towards the bar. That's a he? You were all about not assuming gender in like the first frickin' conversation, and now you're just throwing pronouns all over the place. Dude. Duda.
Dude.
The lion tried not to watch as the parrot moved through the crowd to the dance floor. His eyes darted to their corners, catching a glimpse or two before the crowd engulfed the parrot. Frickin' adjectives. After a beat, the lion's expression changed. Sorry?
Adjectives. How do they work?
His emerald green eyes narrowed and scanned the room as the corners of his mouth began to rise. A twinge of fear tickled the back of my neck as those eyes settled on me. The lion drew his tongue slowly over his lips, and two very wicked-looking fangs came into view. He crooked a finger at me, urging me over. Approach him or check out the rest of the club. Ooh, this guy. Seems like he's gonna try and sell me Coke.
Yeah.
Like the drink.
Yeah.
Try and sell me Betis or some garbage. I'm gonna approach him because fine. Despite my reservations, I felt drawn in. His smile grew more predatory in the taut muscles beneath his shirt, tensed enticingly as he shifted to give me a once-over. Well, would you look at that? I'm surprised you came over to me, but happy to see you here. I was just about to buy myself a drink. Don't suppose you'd like one too, hmm? No. No drinking. I did smoke a fag earlier, but I'm not drinking now. No thanks, I'm not particularly thirsty. What, Dylan?
Non-alcoholic. That's what you are.
Non-alcoholic, but did smoke a cigarette. You're lost.
Ah,
With a duda. You're lost,
the
kid.
Buddha.
But don't go anywhere just yet. I'm still thirsty myself. What was that?
She's thirsty, man. You know what that means?
Oh no.
Oh no.
After shooting me a catty grin, he glanced over at the bar for an opening. That should be An opening before working his way through the dance floor crowd. He's gonna go talk to the fucking Russian bartender Jax. Be right back. I stood there awkwardly for a moment, glancing between the furniture and the bar. So I was wondering if I should have just accepted that drink offer. I looked up to see him walking over with a highball glass in his hand. What does that mean? What's a highball glass? No, I want those!
It's a glass with highballs.
I see. It's this. No, it's this! It's a tall glass. Alright. Cool. Always like to have a drink handy. Makes the conversation go smoother. So, I'm Dustin. What's your name, kid? Cobes. Nice to meet you. How's the voice acting? Is it on fleek? I think it's on fleek.
Very.
Nice to meet you. Ha! You're in the right place, kid? Anyway. Self-explanatory. Got frickin' Jax, the bartender. Frickin' Sam Malone. You got Seth, who's your bookish nerd boy who wants to go to the library. You got Sky, who's your anime gamer girl who just got gamergated, and you have frickin' Dustin, who's gonna be like, yo, I'm in charge. Because every other person has blushed because of you. You've been in charge, but with Dustin, he's in charge. He's controlling the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one for the people who are submissive, I guess. That's the best way to describe it, I guess. I don't know how that works. I don't know. No, I just came here with my brother. He'd been wanting to get out of the house, and I said I'd also come, and I'd come along. There's no period. You sure there wasn't another reason? Dance, date, get laid. Those are my options. Well,
You just have options? Like, those are just your options?
I want to dance, I want to find a date, and I want to get laid. Those are my 3 options.
Why is there no option like, hell nah, I'm here because obligations?
It's a good question. There are some times when you're like, why can't I just say no?
I know.
Like, there was this one point where Lex tried to get you to smoke a cigarette, and the only option that said no was also antagonizing her. So, it's kind of gay.
Yeah, that's ouch.
Alright, I want to find a date. To be honest, kind of looking for someone to get to know. It's been a rough time recently, and being alone has just made it harder. That's adorable. Dear God, you're miles away from the right place for it. But it's adorable. Most people may be here for a quick fuck, but some of them are looking for a little more too. I'm sorry, the way I said the F word was perfect. Does that include you too? Maybe. Guess you'll have to keep talking to find out. I don't like the voice I'm doing for this, but I'm locked into it. What do you mean? Well, I don't do complete strangers, and I don't do small talk, which means I'm gonna need some conversation if you want to keep this going.
Oof.
After all, I'm halfway through my drink and itching to see where we can go with this. This is...
Walk away. that's it. They're like, you know, keep talking to me if you want to find out where this is going, and then you're just like, you know where it's going? Nowhere, and then you just walk away.
Out the window. Dustin's eyes glimmered a little in the dim light, and I felt another tingle up my spine. I suppose it would be a good idea to get to know each other better. You do? Frickin' pedo bear?
Wait. Tingle up your spine. This lion has to be like some kind of like wizard or something. Like she has magic powers, like mind controlling powers.
He's using super sex magic on you.
Yep.
He has the power of God and furries on his side. Fair enough. Why don't I start? Who was that guy from earlier? Tell me a little about you. So, about me, or let's find somewhere private.
He's gonna suck your dick.
I mean, he's the dominant one, so no.
You finna suck his dick.
More likely, yes. I mean, did you see the way that parrot walked away?
I can't see. I'm not watching the stream.
I mean, there isn't any animation, so let's ask who that parrot boy was. I don't mean to pry, except that's what I'm doing, but I couldn't help but overhear you talking to that guy earlier. What was all that about? You caught that, huh? Shit. Not the best way to make a first impression. That was my date for tonight. Emphasis on the was. Suppose I should have seen it coming. We'd been on the rocks for quite some time. What happened? We came here to look for a third. What? It was his idea to spice up the relationship. Problem is, once he finds one, he doesn't want to share. Why? Is this a thing? Sounds like a real jerk. Polyamory can be difficult, or so you dump him and come after me. I mean, one of these things is true.
I really have no opinion on where this should be going.
Alright, I'm gonna go polyamory can be difficult. I'm no expert, but I know my brother's had his share of multiple dates. It's never easy for him either. Didn't expect it to be easy. But didn't expect it to just be an excuse either. I just thought I might have been into it if you gave me half a chance. Or half a bottom. Well, you kept an open mind at least. That counts for something. Jeez, this is a town full of fucking liberals. Doesn't count for much when I'm not the one included. Look, kid, it's a touchy subject. Okay, fair enough. Maybe there's something else we can talk about. Tell me a little about you. Speaking of conversation, you haven't said much about yourself. Fair enough, but there's not much to tell that I can repeat in public. I don't know. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living?
Deal drugs.
Currently, I'm slinging coffee and scones at a man's best friend. No! It's called Man's Best Friend.
Does that mean there are canonically just humans in this world?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. It's a local cafe that most people around here frequent. It's not the most glamorous job, but it pays the bills and my student loans. Would you believe this guy went to college? This guy's going to frickin' college. Maybe. Student loans? Yeah, I'm a college guy. Was, at least. Degree's almost done, but life caught up. Still have a semester or two left before it's official. What'd you major in? There you go. What were you studying? Law, actually. So I could better avoid it. Arguing cases and defending the undefended always had an appeal. Reality's different, but we all have dreams. I take it things didn't pan out. Had a dose of reality and realized that maybe a high-stress job wasn't the best option for me. Still interested in wrapping up... What?
Like, a dose of reality and high-stress jobs weren't for them. That dose of reality was them getting so stressed out that they killed someone. I'm calling it now.
Okay.
And the whole studying law to better avoid it thing.
Yeah. I made that part up, but...
Oh, actually?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm just gullible then.
Sorry, I put in jokes sometimes.
No, that's fine. I'm just not watching, so I couldn't confirm it.
Oh, okay. Still interested in wrapping up my degree. Maybe opening up a practice locally. Don't know when that happened, though. Maybe after the body's been buried. Dreams are meant to be pursued. Sometimes being comfortable is more important. Pursue your dreams! You should go for it. You've certainly gone too far to give up now. Heh. Maybe I should. I can consider it at least. Let's talk about me. I suppose I should talk a little bit about myself. That's the first step in getting to know someone. So, what do you like when you're not in the clothes? In the club, sorry. There's two options. Unemployed or exploring. Which of these is worse? I'm gonna tell him I'm unemployed.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Well, I'm kind of between jobs at the moment and having to crash with my parents. I know, it sounds bad. Guess that's part of why I came out tonight, to try to get my mojo back. Hard times can hit you out of the blue. I'm certainly not going to give you shit over it. Thanks. I feel it feels a little better to talk about it. You mentioned your brother. Is he staying there too? Yeah, Kobe and I are sharing a room. Just like old times. Just like, oh, it actually says that. Just like when we were little kids. Just talking about it is making it kind of embarrassing. This is like Jay Naylor wrote this. Frick, I skipped that. Maybe I should change the subject to something a little less embarrassing. Well, I think that's enough. Well, I finished my drink, and we certainly got to know each other a little. What did you have in mind? Want to make this official, or want to find somewhere private? This is interesting.
That's my current opinion.
Let's make it official. It's been a little while, but do you think this could qualify as a date? What do you think? You think you can just make that kind of choice and have it stick? Yes, I do. I hereby declare that we are on a date. We chatted a little more, the smile on his face growing wider. His paw rested on my shoulder as he drew close enough for me to catch his intoxicating scent. This boy is a frickin' player. I think we should retire to one of the private booths they've got here. Really? I don't know. Dylan, you have to answer. Go to a private booth or not? It's all up to you.
Okay, the options here are suck a dick and be a wimp, or be a wimp and don't suck dick.
Yes.
So, what do you really want to do with this character? Who are you going after?
I want to go after Seth because I kind of like him. He's kind of cool. He's a author.
Do you think Seth would be mad if you fucked someone else?
Probably not. I mean, all I have to do is wait for meet him at the museum tomorrow.
I mean, why not suck a dick then?
Cool. Really? What did you have in mind? I think you've I think you've got an idea of it already, kid. His paw moved from my shoulder downward, trailing over my back. I could feel the claw tips tickling and teasing me under my clothes.
Quick question.
Yes!
Your stream is rated mature, right?
Oh yeah, I made it adults only. 18 up.
Good, good.
I made specifically sure to do that. I'll be honest with you, Cobes. I'm a very private person, but I have a very particular set of skills, interests that would involve you. I figured you should know about them. His paw fell to the curve of my rear, squeezing softly as he pulled me close to him. I could feel his whiskers tickling my cheek as he whispered to me.
I don't like how sensual this is.
Yeah, I've said this before, but I'm uncomfortable again.
I like to tie people up. I like to control them when we're in the bedroom. I've been picturing you naked since, maybe a few minutes after we started talking. Been fantasizing about what I can do to you, and what you can do for me. I can almost see you on your knees in front of me, begging for a taste, and you look good there. It was hard to keep any remaining composure I had. Between the caress of his silky fur and the growing warmth in the pit of my stomach, I was getting flush myself. I can even be a little bit of an exhibitionist if need be. He stepped away for just a moment, sliding off his shirt and tucking it into the waistband of his pants, before stepping up to me and lacing his paws behind the small of my back, forcing me forward. Ah! So what do you say, kid? Between him pressing needfully against me and the feeling of my blood rushing everywhere but my brain, I struggled for a response. My attempts were cut short, however, by a sudden vibration against my thigh. He looked confused for a moment before fishing his phone out of his pocket. Which is fucking great. I wonder who texted me. He released me, the ambient glow of the phone lighting up his face in the dimly lit club. At first, he looked frustrated, his brow furrowed as his eyes darted over the screen. However, his expression changed almost immediately after, and his hands fell to his sides. This fucking bastard. He sent me a photo of him with the two guys he met here. They're going at it They're going at it at my apartment, in my damn bed. So he's been cheating on me with them for the past couple of months. He shoved his phone back in his pocket and looked up at me. Oh no. Look, Cobes, Shit, I have to deal with this. I really didn't want the night turning out like this, but... I smiled, meekly. It was all still a little overwhelming. I'd like to see you again, Cobes. Preferably when my ex isn't being a total dick. Well, I suppose... they can't have sexy times in the first episode, or night. Pulling out a notepad, he scribbled something down on it and passed it over. Here's my cell. Give me a call sometime. I'd like to give this another chance. Throwing his shirt back on, he began to work his way through the crowd. I clutched the paper for a moment as my body began to settle down from its high. Slipping it into my pocket, I slowly came back to my senses. Well...
I feel like after this is all said and done with, I'm probably just not going to be able to sleep tonight because of how terrible this is.
Yeah.
I'll get aftershocks from how uncomfortable I am right now.
Alright, let's see. I'm going for the all achievements run.
Really?
No. I can show you guys the pool. Be pretty cool. Let's go. Frickin' Elizabeth is out here. Elizabeth from Better Days. Because, obviously. Let's talk to her. Amid all the splashing and bustle of the barely clothed pool patrons, the bunny girl waiting off to one side seemed to be all by herself and scanning the crowd with coy interest. By the way, what do you guys think of the game so far?
Have I mentioned how uncomfortable I am?
You may have talked about it once.
Yeah, that's yeah.
If you ever want me to do voice acting, I'll be here.
I don't like this.
Amorous's pool parties were pretty legendary. There weren't many places you could go after dark and drink, dance, and take a dip. Many of the club goers didn't mind the excuse to rock up to the club in showy swimwear, and Kobe's tales of the changing area could even make him blush. The changing area. The bunny girl was pretty cute. A curvier girl with an outfit that showed off her full figure perfectly. It seemed like she had swimwear on under her sweater with a towel by her side, but hadn't worked up the nerve to strip down, which put us both in the same boat with my swim gear under my clubbing outfit. You're wearing swim gear under a suit? Why?
So that he can rip it off like Superman.
Her glasses only aided to the timid way she eyed up the other clientele. She seemed a little more mature than some of the other patrons, maybe a little older. A cute librarian-looking girl? How could I resist? Belma Dinkley. I can introduce myself, I can ask who she's looking for, I can wait nearby and get her attention, and or I can leave.
Anytime the option to leave is available, if I had to play this, I'd just click leave. I'd just be like, walk away.
Hang on, I want to know what time it is. It's currently 8:17 p.m. Jeez, it's actually like... Oh god, that is the time. Okay, never mind. I thought that was like the time in the game world. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna introduce myself. If she was looking for company, I shouldn't wait around for someone else to snap her up. Okay, first I need to get her attention. I go over and say hello, try a pickup line, tease her about eyeing the swimmers, think up something to distract her, and I'm just straightforward. I stepped over, skirting the splashing pool goers a little, and gave the bunny girl a casual wave as I approached. Hi there, I'm Cobes. Mind if I keep you company a little? Oh god. It's horrifying. Okay. I think I got a good one. Hi, Cobes! No, that's terrible. Never mind. Erase. What should I do for her? Frickin' librarian.
I really can't think. Like, I'm not good with voices to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
but the amount of characters is just. I don't know what I would do if I had to voice act this game.
Well, I guess that's why it's not voice acted.
Yeah, because like they're all very stereotypical.
I mean,
but,
yeah.
Like, they're all. They could basically all use the same voice and get away with it.
Yeah, the same voice actor.
Yeah. The obvious thing to say would be nerdy, but like you've had 3 nerdy characters or so.
In a row. Yeah. Well, not Dustin. He's not a nerd. Anyway, I could go nerdy. I haven't done nerdy on anybody else. I did shy on Sky, and I did German on Seth. So I guess I could go nerdy on frickin' Remy.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna try it. It's not gonna be pretty. Hi, Copes. I'm ready. Sure, I wouldn't mind company. That is definitely nerdy. Like that. I smiled and took my position next to her at the rail. She gave me a distracted smile as if I disrupted her in the middle of something. I don't think we've met, right? I shook my head. Honestly, I'm a little like you. A bit of a wallflower. My brother comes here all the time. Well, let's call it an experiment in being a little more outgoing. I wouldn't say I'm a wallflower. I just like weighing up my options a little. I guess I must look pretty shy and lame out here by the railing. It's not exactly a bad look. They made a movie about it. I don't exactly see myself jumping right into the pool and trying to go from there. All that splashing in wet fur? Messy. Oh, she moved! This is the first character that actually, like, moved. Exactly. Hey, so, speaking of people watching, do you know the lifeguard over there? Yeah, this is the first time that a character has actually, like, moved. They changed their expression and such, and like their stance, but like you saw with Dustin, but she's the only one who has moved. I suppose that's yeah, there he is. The lifeguard in question was a fucking dragon. Lantoraptor. The lifeguard in question was a brightly marked Lantoraptor, swishing his showy tail to show off the complexity of his coloration. Somebody is proud of drawing that. His predatory expression was certainly as eye-catching as his bright coloring as he surveyed the pool he held dominion over.
So, are they trying to portray predators as total chads? And then, like, everyone else is just, like, really shy and, like...
I mean, Seth was a tiger, and he's pretty shy. I mean, he wasn't talking to anybody at the bar. He was just writing poetry.
I wouldn't call... Okay, well, yeah, I haven't...
Do you mean predator as in, like, Zootopia? Or predator as in Dustin?
Predator in, like, biology, like, they're on the top of the food chain.
Oh, yeah.
In real life.
Okay. I mean, so far they've been total chads. Except for Seth, he's an exception. I mean...
I guess some can be other than that.
There's always an exception to the rule. And Lex is kind of the... I don't even know what Lex's, like, biological gender is. It didn't say. Although, the game did say that it was somewhere between tomboyish and high-pitched male voice, so... I don't know. I can offer to ask about him, admire him with her. Ooh, I can leave, or I can consider more options. See what the more options are. Size up the competition, dissuade her from him, distract her with compliments, tease her about the lifeguard, or consider previous options. I don't know. I guess I could ask. I could just be polite. Hook her up with Lantoraptor. I tried not to let her distraction get to me as we discussed the lifeguard. I'm not sure I know him. Did you want me to ask around? If that's not too much trouble. Sorry, I know we only just met. That's okay, but after I run this little scouting mission for the competition, you're gonna owe me a drink. Okay, deal. It didn't seem like I was going to get her attention fully until I at least told her the guy's name. Heading over to the lifeguard, he was deep in conversation with two girls in bikinis who looked young enough to have slipped in under the nose of the doorstep. They both had the telltale redness where they had scrubbed off the X's on their wrists. I was about to give up on him and report back to Remy when the girls skipped off and I saw the chance. The hexa red X. He was a specimen of lithe musculature, and regardless of my feelings on the matter, I could see why Remy had been drawn to him. His eyes alone were enough to make my skin prickle a little under his gaze. He swished his tail impatiently, the bright patterning waving back and forth. His frickin' name is Riptide. Can I help you? Oh, yeah, so... Newbie, huh? Well, the towels around here are free for use, and yes, we prefer you wear swimsuits, but it's not a hard and fast rule. Clarify. Thanks. Oh, hey, so I was wondering about the pool rules. Is the waiting after eating thing a myth, or... Who cares? Listen, if you can't read the signs, go find someone to translate them for you. But, sorry. First off, my name is Cobes. Rip died. Or just Rip, I guess. Excuse me? He sighed, itching the side of his snout with a clawed finger and rolling his eyes. My name. Jeez. Did you actually want something, newbie? I'm on a break, you fucking normal fag. Can't I just chat with you? You seem interesting.
Interesting.
Seriously, you won't talk to me? He sighed, and ran his claws through his feathery mane in frustration. I see, don't speak the English good. How's this? Fuck off. He pushed past me, a snarl of his predatory teeth indicating that I'd better not follow him as he stalked off towards the changing room. Dumb asshole. Go find someone else to bother. Shut down, and I made my way back over to Remy to give my report. Well, that was informative. Hey, how'd it go? Tell her he was mean, leave her to him, or leave. Heck, I'll tell her. Actually, he was kind of mean. Yeah. He was sort of an asshole. He seems a little tough, yeah? Though that's not the worst. What happened? He told me to get lost. I mean, I don't see any reason to lie to her. Let's just say his bedside manner needs some work. He called me names and acted like a jerk. He got pissed off for no reason. Oh, well, I can understand that a little. Him being rough around the edges doesn't bother me too much. You're fooling yourself. He's using you. If you want it rough, I can give you that. If you think that, I'm wasting my time. Well, heck, I'll console her. Remy, you're fooling yourself. He's a jerk. How many girls do you think he gets a night? They're bad boys. There's bad boys, and then there's... Well, he's just using you. You deserve better. Excuse me, I'm gonna... Yeah. Don't let that jerk ruin your night. I think I'm gonna go. If you need a bad boy, I can do my best. You're not gonna ditch me, are you? Hey, screw that guy. He doesn't know what he's missing. He promised me a drink if I scoped out Rip, Roid Rage, over there. I'd like the chance to get to know you myself. Why don't we take a dip whilst he's out the way? Sounds like a good idea, actually. Let me get changed and I'll meet you in the pool. Deal. Heck. Remy padded away to get changed, leaving me to do the same. I quickly changed out of my club gear, glad to have my swimwear on underneath so I didn't have to risk running into Riptide in the changing rooms. I stood there in anticipation dyslexia. I stood there in anticipation, waiting to see what the bunny girl would be wearing. Making a first impression in my swim briefs was a little more exposing than flirting at the bar. Not that some of the others wore much more than that even on the dance floor. But when Remy returned, her approving smile reassured me a little. onesie. Her body was displayed beautifully, even without the minimal outfits of some of the other patrons. I couldn't help but feel lucky for risking butting heads with Riptide to see so much of the bunny girl in return.
Do you even know her name?
Remy.
That's her name?
Yes. Whose name did you think it was?
I don't know. I'm very confused at the moment.
Okay, her name is Remy. My name is Cobes, because that's what Anne told me to do. And the other guy's name is Rip. Stepping down in the pool together, the mood lifted now that Riptide is out of the picture. Ha! That's so much better, right? You know it. Better company, better locale. We shared a mutual grin, not gin, floating together in the mild evening air, enjoying the water on our skin and a quiet moment between us. So, Copes, when you're not saving girls from big bad lifeguards, what do? Besides enjoying the spoils of war, she means. I'm between jobs at the moment, getting reacclimated to the area, using it as an excuse to get out a little more. Meet new people, you know? Someone made this entire game. That sounds nice, actually. Good to be positive about it. You know what? This is still a better love story than Twilight.
Then what?
Twilight?
Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh shit.
You know what it's also a better love story than?
Your life?
Oh.
Not Gravity Falls. I was gonna call it Gravity Falls. Life is Strange. That's what it's called. Okay. Ask her something random.
I still think Life is Strange is best classified as a dating simulator.
Yes, in the illustrious category with Amorous.
It's a dating simulator where your only two dates are either an entire town or your girlfriend.
You're such a fucking whore. You killed your girlfriend for us.
Okay, here's a weird one. What's your second biggest fear? Second? Well, my first is heights. My second? Probably sharks. Like the sea monster sharks, not a race thing, obviously. Okay, so... Interesting.
So animals actually exist.
Yeah. At the beginning of the game, there was like a kangaroo plushie in the main character's room.
Man, this furry world building is very weird.
I know, right? It's not a race thing.
Like, they have to decide if the races are the only types of animals in the world, or like, I don't know, man.
You know, I guess I once heard there's this furry streamer from Canada. He says if you want to get a furry friend a Christmas present, just give them a plushie of their animal. So that means that in this world, if you wanted to give your friend a present, just get them a plushie of whatever they are. Are there companies that specialize in doing that? Like frickin' the company that makes plush animals, TY? What's it called? What? Build-A-Bear, yeah. You walk into Build-A-Bear and you're like, here's a picture of my friend, make them.
I think it's more like whatever animal or whatever, just like get a toy of that animal. Not specialized in toys for them.
No. You just make an entire anamorphic, you just make an animatronic.
Yeah.
Like Five Nights at Freddy's, total just complete machine.
Yeah.
It actually is autonomous and stuff.
Then you head to Amorous and kill 5 nightclub goers and stuff them in it.
Yep.
Haha. Go ahead. You gonna say something?
No. I was just exclaiming my excitement at there being a pack.
Yeah. Also, there was a I think you were here for that, but there's a coffee shop called Man's Best Friend.
Yes.
Yes, you were there for that, yeah. Alright. Haha, I knew what you meant. Sea creatures spook you, huh? Yes and no. I think they're beautiful creatures, you know. Prehistoric and majestic in certain ways. I guess it's just the idea of being stuck out in the ocean and something like that showing up that kind of freaks me out. Empathize. I nodded respectfully and smiled. I guess a lot of nature is like that, huh? A little scary. A little beautiful. Exactly, yeah. I'm not, like, phobic or anything. Homophobic. Maybe. Though you maybe struggle to get me to jump out of a boat. A lot of people wouldn't be cool with that either way. I guess you're right. Thanks, Cobes. Ha! Look at me rambling on like that. What were we talking about? Time to go. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Ha, look at the time. We've been in here for ages. Time flies, I guess. She looked a little dejected, playing with her fingers a little. Damn it. But we just started talking. Do you mind if we chat a little longer before you go? Yeah, sure. Let's talk about her hobbies. And any interesting hobbies? Actually, it's kind of lame. One of those career girls who just does more work when she's at home. I guess that shows how much you enjoy it, though. She smiled and nodded. I guess you're right. And working in the food profession, I guess everyone needs to eat anyway, right? Exactly! That sounds like the best thing to practice. Probably the most delicious version of work preparation I can think of. Well, what does she do? What about you, Remy? What do you do for a living? Actually, I'm a chef. I work part-time in a restaurant and teach at the local college a little too. Have you met Dustin? Really, that's pretty impressive. Teaching seems pretty difficult, no? Not so much in culinary school. Everyone is there to learn at least. I don't think I'd be brave enough to teach in a high school or something. Dylan.
Okay. You don't have to call me out like that.
At Dylan. In general. So, Remy, tell me something interesting about you. Well, I don't know how interesting it is, but I guess it's worth pointing out that I'm maybe a bit older than some club goers. I got that impression a little. Would it be rude to ask? She laughed a little. Hey, you never ask a woman her age. Better to say now than further down the road. I'm 32.
Hey, how
What?
old are
I'm 16.
you? Whoa.
Hey, you shouldn't be on the stream.
Fuck you.
Not a problem, is it? Your age is fine. Who cares? It's not a problem. I'm just lucky you were interested in someone like me, age difference or not. Good to know. Time to go? Ha! I guess it's been a while, huh? I shouldn't stay out too much later either. I didn't realize how late it was getting. Definitely shouldn't stay out here all night either. But hey, I've really enjoyed our time together tonight, Remy. Can I get your number? I'd like the chance to see you again. Of course. I'd really like that. Me. All set. Thanks again, Cobes. Here's my number. Call me when you're free, okay? You bet, Remy. Thanks for the swim. That was really weird. She hugged me goodbye and headed off to her car, her damp hell smelling of apricot conditioner. Oh, it's loading.
Loading?
Loading. My mouse won't move. Okay. Okay, so how many of the boys do I have? How many more do I need? I need frickin' heckin' big boy here. Okay, so I'm gonna initiate a conversation with big boy and then I'm gonna turn it off. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Well, thanks for joining me on this very special episode of Definitely Not a Furry.
Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah.
It's best to accept what you are and build upon that to build your character.
There you go. Well, it actually does have the right time, which is kind of interesting. So, yeah, I'm going to quit. I'm very sure. Thank you to everyone who didn't watch the stream. I'm sure that was very nice. Just gonna align the swords, and there we go. All right. Well, this has definitely been Jay Barino, and I'll see you on the flip side.